this is the end, ladies and gentlemen. And folks, we are going to go into the Q&A. And Steve, I would like you to coordinate the final Q&A session. If you've got any more questions, anybody, please throw them in now. Anyone in our panel today, presenters, can come back and answer them. But Stephen's probably going to answer them as you just saw anything anyway. Go ahead. And I think we've got a few questions there, Steve, that you could get into right now.
We do. Look, firstly, last call for questions. Keep them coming, everybody. Kamea, I might get you to jump on because we've got a couple of questions here that it might be useful for you to talk to. Are you there, Kamea?
I'm here.
Now, this might be Stump the Consultant phase 2. Do you want to share your screen? And we've got a question here. It might be useful just to see the interface to talk this through in a little bit more detail. But the first question here, is it possible for users to disable the plus icon on front pages?
If you mean this plus button, then yes, absolutely, we can. So this is just a matter of jumping in, and most of these screens are actually generic inquiries. So if you view your generic inquiry, on the entry point tab, you should have the option to enable new record creation. So if you don't want them to be able to, just simply untick this.
Perfect. Now, in order to edit that generic inquiry, you would need some administrative privileges. So if you don't have the ability to do that, just talk to your business partner. They can either do that on your behalf or talk you through that process.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, another question here. How does Advanced interact with barcode printing software?
So we usually have barcodes within our form templates. Okay, so there's standard barcode features within the templates that we can add on, and then it prints a barcode, and that's usually compatible with any other softwares. But yes, there is third-party applications as well that you can use, and it's just a matter of communicating with those third-party applications to work with Advanced. So that may be through API or connectors or anything like that. But it's
Fantastic. Maybe just to expand upon that, look, a barcode is essentially just a font that displays text as a barcode. There are a whole lot of barcode formats. Forms within Advanced can support a number of those barcode formats. And fun fact, in Acumatica 2022 R2, there will be a feature so that they can actually support GS1 barcodes natively within Acumatica or Advanced forms. So if you need any assistance with that, again, just reach out to your business partner. I'm sure they can assist you with that question. And that's the last question I think we've got for today. Fantastic job, Kamea. And I want to hand back to you, Grant.
Thanks a lot, Stephen. And yes, fantastic again, Kamea, and you, Stephen. Really good information for everyone. I hope everyone got something from somewhere, even if it's just one thing to take back and improve their business. So thanks so much for that. Now, there's just one thing before I forget, that we have got some feedback forms. They'll pop up shortly. They're in the chat there, and you can actually scan a QR code that will pop up as well shortly. We would love your feedback, please. We would love to know what you thought, and we want to improve, we want to add, and tell us what you would like to see or what you didn't see, that anything at all, good and bad. We want to know, so we keep user groups coming along and being better and better as we go on through the years. So I would like now to then wrap up and say just thanks to all the presenters, all of you participants that attended and registered. We did recently get back after a few years to 2 sessions in person, one in Sydney, one in Auckland. And gee whiz, it was fantastic to get back in the actual room, and it's a little bit better. This online session's been great. It served us brilliantly through the pandemic, but the thing is, in the room, we get the ability to network and have roundtable discussions with real experts, and people can go to see those people in the room that they want to talk to. So while we miss out on that in the online format like this, it's still been great to have all our presenters today. And I just want to thank everyone. Thanks, Stephen. You're always gluing this together for us and bringing us the great information that everyone wants. Appreciate it, along with all the other presenters and stumping the consultant, which we never seem to do. But it's worth the try. And also the producers behind user groups. This is the wrap up for this 6 months. We thank the producers, Isabella, Andrew, and the team. Wonderful, all the work they now get into work and do another 6 months work and get us back together for another one. There's a lot goes into it, and so thanks to them. So, and of course thanks to our major sponsor, without a sponsor at least, and that's Kilimanjaro, of course. And with that, it would be a good idea if I threw to Ronnie and asked you to wrap up, Ronnie, from here as our major sponsor and of course the CEO of Kilimanjaro. Over to you.
Thanks, Grant. Yeah, I can only echo what you've said there. Absolutely, thanks to everyone involved. It's been a wonderful round of user groups for me, and I think for everybody that's involved on the side of being a trusted advisor, just moving closer to our users, understanding what their problems and challenges are, and looking at the questions that pop up and so on. Grant, I feel a little bit like a contestant in MasterChef when the clock's ticking and I'm looking down my clock and it says 4 p.m. There are probably 5 seconds left. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks to everyone for attending, and we'll see you all in 6 months' time.